Everyone, today we'll be presenting our project on the intellectual property and the challenges of expanding an electric vehicle company from Canada into India.
Hey everyone, my name is Nitesh and I'll be talking about the two types of intellectual property rights. So I'll be starting by talking about trademark, which includes the name Lightning Ball or the logo as the brand. So these are used across products and help identify the source of the goods. In other words, when customers see the logo or the brand name, they can immediately associate it with the company. This is important because it builds brand recognition and also trust in the market. Next, I'll be talking about industrial design, which focuses on the visual appearance of the product. In this case, examples can include the angular SUV design or the sleek aerodynamic sedan shape. These features are not about how the car functions, but rather how it looks. This is very important because a unique design can make the product stand out in the market from its competitors and also attract customers. Now I'll be talking about the relevant intellectual property rights for each of those, and starting with trademark. So for a trademark, the appropriate protection needed for that is the trademark registration. This gives the company legal rights over its brand name and the logo, helping to protect its identity and prevent other companies from trying to copy their logo or name and trying to be or something similar to that basically. For industrial design, the appropriate protection is the industrial design registration. This protects the appearance of the product, including its shape and overall design, as long as these features are non-functional. So all in all, I would say both of these types of protection are very important because they go hand in hand with each other to make the company's brand and also protect the company's brand and the design. This can help the company maintain a strong stand in the market and also reduces the risk of limitation and also hopefully gives them profits on the long run. Thank you.
For question 3, part A, I will explain how the company can protect its intellectual property rights in Canada. In Canada, intellectual property rights are protected by federal law and administered by the Canadian Intellectual Property Office, or CIPO. For this company, the main intellectual property rights involved are trademark protection for the Lightning Bolt name and logo, and industrial design protection for the unique shape and appearance of its vehicles. First, I'd like to talk about trademark legislation. So, trademark protection in Canada is governed by the Trademarks Act. A trademark helps protect brand identifiers such as names, logos, and symbols used in business. So, registering a trademark helps protect brand identifiers such as names, logos, and symbols used in business. And so, registering a trademark is important because it allows the company to legally prevent competitors for using branding that is confusingly similar. And so to register a trademark, the company must first identify the type of trademark it wants to apply for, such as an ordinary trademark or certification mark. Next, it should search the Canadian Trademarks database to make sure the trademark does not already exist. And after that, the company must submit a trademark application to CIPO. CIPO will then examine the application to ensure that it meets all legal requirements. And if the application is approved, it would proceed to registration. It's important to note that the trademark registration lasts for 10 years from the date of registration. So to maintain protection, the company must renew the registration every 10 years. In addition, the trademark must actually be used in Canada. If it is not used, the registration could be removed from the Register of Trademarks through Section 45 proceedings. So again, to keep their trademark, they must pay the renewal fee of every 10 years. Following this, I would now like to discuss industrial design protection in Canada. So, in Canada, it's governed by the Industrial Design Act. This law protects the visual features of a product, including its shape, configuration, pattern, or ornamentation. So this is especially important for this company because its competitive advantage is based on the unique and futuristic design of its vehicles. To protect its industrial design as well, the company should first search the Canadian Industrial Design Database, similar to the trademarks protection, to confirm that no similar design is already registered. Then it must apply to register the design with CIPO. After the application is submitted, CIPO reviews it to make sure it meets the legal criteria. The design is also classified based on the type of article to which it is applied. And so once registered, industrial design protection gives the company exclusive rights for up to 15 years. So this means the company can take legal action against others who copy or use its protected vehicle's design without permission. And so overall, by registering both its trademark and industrial design, the company can protect its brand identity and the unique appearance of its products under Canadian law.
Part B, protect of the intellectual property rights. And for my part is part B, you're choosing export market. For the country that we choosing today is Trade of India, Trademark India, and the Trademark India company is gonna be we choosing is Lighting Bulb. So for the law part, the company protects its brand name Lighting Bulb and also its a logo using the trademark acts that launching in 1999. This law is protect the name, logo, and symbol that help the customer to identify a business and it's also a product. There's a step about it. So first, the company should check if the name, lighting bulb are similar logo is already used by another company. After that, the company must apply for trademark registrations throughout the trademark registry in India. Then the government will estimate the application to make sure the name and the logo are unique. And the next step is the trademark will publish so that the other business can object if they think it is too similar. But if no one objects and everything is perfect correct, then the trademark will be officially registered. And for the another part, we're gonna talk about the protections and enforcement. For the protection is the trademark is protect for 10 years and the company can renew it again and again. This gives the company the exclusive right to use the name and the logo in India, and the other company are not allowed to use the similar one and branding that can be confuse the customer. For the enforcement part, if another company copy the brands, then the name and the logo, if the company can be first send it illegal, company can take it case to count and the court can order the other company to stop and using the brand and also pay the money compensations. And yeah, for the next part, I will talking about the industrial design law and the step of it. So for the industrial design, we choosing the car shape and appearance. So the law of the company protect the shape, appearance of the car using the design. Example in the 2000s. The reason is this to protect the visual design of the product, such as the shape, the style, overall look, and how it's work. And for the step of it, first we're gonna make sure the company must have the car design is new, not copy from the other company, and also uh, copy the other company design as well. The company must submit um, the drawing, the image showing the car designs clearly. After that, the government will examine the design to make sure it's original. If the design is accepted, it will be official registered. And for the part that industry design about protection and enforcement, uh, for the protections, the design is protect for 10 years and it can be extended for additional 5 years. This protection stop the other company from copying the same shape or appearance. And for the enforcement, it's gonna be if the another company, let's say, is copy the design of the car and the company can take the legal actions. The company can go to the court and ask the judge to stop them from copy, and also the court can also order the other company to pay the compensations for the damage as well. Thank
Hi, my name is Sayon, and we're going to be talking about the property issues. So the company can face several intellectual property challenges when entering India. The competitors may use the similar name or logo, Lightning Bolt, which can confuse customers and weaken brand identity. Second is that the company's unique car designs may be copied. Since their vehicle has distinctive shapes, local competitors, they may try to replicate these designs, reducing competitive advantage. Another issue is that there can be delays in registration process, and this can take time to secure trademarks and design protection in India, leaving the company vulnerable. Of intellectual property laws can weaken compared to Canada. Legal processes can take longer, which makes it difficult to stop infringement quickly. Finally, there's a risk of counterfeit products where unauthorized companies can produce fake versions of the company's vehicles. Overall, India offers opportunities. These intellectual properties challenges must be carefully managed and protected to protect the company's brand.
Thank you very much. For our company, protecting intellectual property goes beyond than just legal registration, especially when operating both in Canada and in India. First, the company should use non-disclosure agreements with employees, suppliers, and business partners. This helps prevent sensitive information, such as car designs, from being shared. Second, access to important design files and product information should be limited to key personnel, which reduce the risk of internal leaks. The company should also treat the design processes as trade secrets instead of fully disclosing them to partners. In addition, it is important to carefully select and monitor manufacturers and suppliers, particularly in international markets like India, where imitation risks may be higher. Finally, the company should regularly monitor the market to identify counterfeit or imitation products. In addition to these steps, the company can take further strengthening to protection strategy. Building a strong brand identity around the lightning bolt trademark will help customers easily recognize authentic products and reduce confusion with competitors. The company can also use licensing agreements instead of sharing full ownership, which which allows it to maintain control over its intellectual property. Cybersecurity is another key area, as protecting the digital design and technical data is essential in today's global market. Employee training is also important to ensure staff understand confidentiality and intellectual property protection. Finally, working with trusted local partners in India can help reduce risks related to counterfeiting and unauthorized production. Thank you very much.